My name is Dave Linehan. Dr. Linehan. I'm the president and CEO of a company called Tiber Health. And I want you to take a few minutes while the slides are coming up, and I want you to think about what are some of the biggest problems on this planet. You really try to outthink yourself. What are some of the history problems that mankind has really tried to deal with? Okay? I think the first one is exploration. Right? Where are we going to go? And it's great Elon Musk wants to send somebody to Mars. Good on Elon. But that doesn't really affect anybody in this room right now. It's not going to really benefit anyone probably in our generations. What about fixing war? I think we could all agree that that's probably an important aspect. But again, I don't think anybody in this room probably can stop conflict. But one thing we can all do, and one of the things my company does, is how do we address healthcare? Healthcare is something we can work on. Healthcare is something that each and every one of us use every day. And so we need to find a way to go about resolving healthcare. Right now, 7 million healthcare workers short. 13 million are going to be short by 2035. We only graduate in the United States 20,000 doctors a year, but yet we're about 45,000 primary care docs. We have more doctors retiring than we do graduating right now. This is a problem that's epidemic. I mean, we hear it in the news cycle every day. So how do we resolve that? How do we deal with that? And why is this actually a problem? Well, healthcare is costly. Dell's building a new medical school in Texas. It's $650 million over budget. That's over budget. That's not the cost. That's over budget. It's highly expensive to operate these type of education institutions. We have lecture-based learning where a professor stands in front of a classroom and does what I'm doing right now. I'm giving you guys information and you're trying to digest it. By the way, learning biochemistry at 8 in the morning is not an effective way to learn a topic. And the other thing is we have inefficient data collection. We don't collect all the information that our students are doing. We're not competency-based, really. Okay. So how do we craft a solution? I was dean of a medical school in New York for quite a while, and I was trying to solve this problem. And I was the first person ever to flip the medical school curriculum. I didn't realize there were conferences like this. I didn't know there was a $5 billion, or however big this thing is, industry out there trying to do that. I was trying to solve a problem that we could improve the quality of our education, reduce the cost, but yet still maintain the accreditation and the standards, and be able to predict student performance. With building these analytic models and flipping the classroom, we're able to build predictive engines to determine how students do on the national boards. I took the school from about a 75% board passage rate, which is kind of low, to one of the top in the United States by just being able to build analytic models. In fact, our analytic model became so predictive, it was about an R of 0.85 for the statisticians in the room, that we were able to determine within 3 months what the students' board scores would be 18 months later. So we're able to start really developing that. At about the time I created this, I started to get approached by a bunch of venture cap groups to take this and digitize it so that we can build a global network of medical school education. I founded the company in 2013. In 2014, I became the first person ever to buy a US medical school. So I went out and I purchased, people have tried, Laureates, Kaplans, all the venture cap groups have. I think because of our analytic model, we were able to do it. And we have now grown this to 2 campuses, 2 medical school campuses in the US licensed here, okay? And using our analytics. You come to class, we give you an iPad, it has all the lectures in it, it has all the exams in it. We use Proctoro to do our online if a student can't make the exam, and so that's very good. And the results to date, we've been able to increase our board score passage rates. More importantly, we've been able to increase the number of underrepresented minorities in our school. In New York, I went from 3 to 35% URMs, that's Black and Hispanic. Now I'm in Puerto Rico and in St. Louis, and we're running about 90% URM ratios, taking students to other schools won't. We've been able to increase revenues, and now we're digitizing that and spinning this off so we can build medical schools across the globe. We're just in that phase right now. Right now, we're in 5 locations, 6 locations in the United States, developing this product line. And the future is to be across the United States, and I don't have another one that's going to show it, and across the globe. And we've now raised funding to build a $100+ million new campus to act as our center. This will be built in St. Louis and in Puerto Rico. It's Tiber Health. It's about health education. It's about solving the problems that you guys deal with every day. Thank you.